So, be happy, not right, and get TiVo. TiVo will save your relationship. It will. Fellas, you ever had this happen to you? You're watching your favorite show? For me, it's SportsCenter. Ba-na-na, da-na-na. Happy, right? You're not making a sound in the world, just happy. And somehow that noise pisses women off to no end, doesn't it? Doesn't it, girls, that noise? Da-na-na. What the hell is that son of a bitch doing? Just sitting there on the damn couch, watching SportsCenter, wasting his damn time. We could be talking about my mother. I'm gonna put a stop to this crap. Right? Fellas, you don't even know the hurricane's coming. You're just sitting there. Then that's when they give us a non-time dependent chore that we have to go perform. There's no necessity for this chore. There's no urgency. But we got to go do it. And she sounds real sweet. They always sound sweet when they first tell us about the chore. Sugar or honey in front of it. Baby, can you take out the trash? Now, girls, you need to know right now, we heard everything, two things, okay? Number one, we heard everything you just said. Baby, can you take out the trash? We heard that. Two, we're not gonna acknowledge you. We're gonna act like we did not hear it. But that's not our fault, that's instinctual. That goes back when we were cavemen and hunter and gatherers in the woods and a predator came by. We would have gotten eaten if we'd have made a move or acknowledged them. No, we just... This is science. So, we don't acknowledge you, okay? So now, yeah, exactly. Women are like, look at that son of a bitch. Didn't even hear what I said. He never listens to me. I'm gonna rip his ass off. And that's when you raise it up a level, okay? Can you take out the trash? Now, on the second time you request us to do the non-time dependent chore, all you get is this. That's the look, okay? It's like we're trying to hold the runner at third, right, fellas, okay? What the look is we're telling you, hey, I heard everything you said. I'll do it as soon as there's a commercial break or as soon as my show's over. No problem. That's what it means to us. But you girls take the look as, he just told me to shut up, bitch. We didn't. We totally didn't. We totally didn't. So that's what you take it as. So you oh God, a tantrum. You had this, fellas. Isn't this amazing how a 120-pound woman can stand in the middle of a 65-inch TV and block it from complete view with the most amazing timing to stop you from seeing the play of the day? Isn't that amazing? How they can just stand in the middle and they just lose it, okay? You son of a bitch, you take out that damn trash and you don't love me. I remember 2 years ago when you were a jet and my mama said I should never marry you. She was right. You're a bastard. I hate you. Okay, now she's just ruined the play of the day. So we gotta wait a whole nother hour to see it on the next SportsCenter. So now we're pissed, okay? So now we've been treated like this, so we gotta raise it up a level. Oh, now the trash is stinking. How about, I don't know, 2 hours ago we were watching Lifetime Channel, Golden Girls. Ooh, that crazy Blanche. Yeah, we were sitting here on the damn sofa getting our periods and dropping eggs and everything. Oh, that trash wasn't stinking a bit then when you wanted to watch something on TV, but when Tommy wants to watch something, we gotta clean the whole flipping house. Yeah, I'm taking the trash out. Why don't you get some of your crap and take it out too, bitch? All right. Same thing with TiVo. Okay? You ready? Big difference. Da-na-na, da-na-na. Can you take out the trash? Again, we don't acknowledge you on the first one. We're hoping you'll get women's ADD and go do something else. Can you take out the damn trash? Bloop, bloop. Love to. Bloop, bloop. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. See the difference? No argument.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Week 5 of the Purple Rube Fantasy Football League. The first quarter of the season is behind us. We are starting out fresh into quarter number 2. Things are really starting to heat up, as you can tell by that Thursday night game. I think most of us here in the league anticipated it being a pretty high-scoring affair. I'm sure that's why 9 of the 14 teams started at least one player in that game. Most people got a decent performance. Some got less than they hoped for from a couple of their stars. I blame it all completely on Nick Folk. The reason we all did not get the great Thursday night shootout we had hoped for is because Nick Folk can't kick. Now, I know some of you might be like, well, that only impacts the Tampa Bay players. No, it would have impacted the pace of play from the Patriots as well. They didn't need to push as hard, throw as much, because they had a lead that they didn't really earn. They just got because the other team's kicker sucks. And I anticipate seeing Nick Folk looking for a job. I don't wish for anyone to lose their job, but sometimes your performance dictates that you lose your job. Now this week, we also had some notable action take place. We had our first trade. That's right, folks. You can trade in this league, and it happened. I ponied up and put out a trade offer offering DeAndre Hopkins for Doug Martin. Some people lashed out at me via text message thinking I made a terrible decision and gave the number 1 ranked team in the league a guaranteed championship. I don't see it that way. I see the value in getting a starting running back and a premier running back for a team is very difficult to come by in this league, and I pursued it. I'm gambling that the upside is there and that I can find close to competitive amount of points from another wide receiver. Sometimes you got to swing big. I think the problem a lot of people have is they always want to win the trade, and if you go into it always trying to win the trade, you'll probably never trade. Just ask Carl. He'll tell you. Proposes a lot of trades where he always has to ensure he's the victor, but doesn't get a lot of trades accepted. That being said, I got a good start from Doug Martin, 15 points in that week 1 matchup. I had 3 players, 30 points. I've got a lead going into the game. Now Yahoo still predicts Levi to come out and retain his perfect season. They're predicting DeAndre Hopkins to have a big game. So even though I'm up by 30, he still predicted to beat me by 30, but I'm okay with that. I still think I have a shot. I got a few disappointing performances in Thursday night, as did some of the other people in the league, but I still feel like I can make it out, but we'll see. Maybe I don't upset the number 1 team. Maybe I do. You guys can decide who you're rooting for. The underdog. Since I bagged on Carl a little bit, might as well cover his matchup where we have the number 4 and the number 3 team, 2 formerly unbeaten teams, each having taken their first loss last week. Carl, Blood, Sweat, and Beers versus Troy, Dynasty Palm. Carl is predicted to edge this one out. He's coming out of the Thursday game with 13 points from Brandon Cooks. He's going to have a tough matchup. Troy's wheeling out Aaron Rodgers, who tends to put up a lot of points. Carl's going to rely heavily on Odell Beckham getting his finger put back into place and scoring a lot of points. It'll be interesting to see how this one turns out. Although Yahoo predicts Carl is the winner, I really think Troy's going to pull this one out. Sorry, bro. I just think it's the way it's going to go. Another one of our top players, Eric Harbacek, Bear Cage, is taking on Matt Date, the Irish man. Matt's fighting his way through the middle of the ranks. Eric's near the top with the elites. A win by Matt could really shake up the standings a little bit. Irishman's out to an early lead. He got 37 points out of 3 players Thursday night. Bear Cage walks away with a paltry 16 from terrible Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston was able to manage 16 points, but one of the players that he was throwing to, Cameron Brate, walked away with 17 for Matt. And I think that really goes to Matt's favor. That's probably why he's predicted to win. In this one, I have to root for the underdog. It's better for most of the league if we can keep some of those top teams from getting too far ahead of the pack. It gives everyone a chance deep into the season, make a push for the playoffs. Then on deck, we have a couple teams that are near the bottom but are fighting their way back up the ranks in Josh Martin always next year, and Gronk E. Kong, Mark Radloff. Yahoo's got this one as a coin toss. And both these teams probably have mixed feelings about that Thursday night game. Josh got a paltry 10 points from Thomas Brady. Radloff got 17 from Danny Amendola. I think this one's going to come out to a battle of running backs. Amazingly, both teams have pretty good running backs to throw out there in both running back spots. So I think this is going to be a real running back battle royale to see which one of these red helmets with a black star is going to win. There were a couple matchups this week where both teams have the same helmet logo. I thought that was pretty interesting. One of the other teams that's got the same helmet logo is Cobra Kai, taking on the dead last Baba Men. We got Paul versus Mark Potter. As in previous weeks, Potter is predicted to win. In this case, he's predicted to win by 10. He's got a great start on Thursday night from Chris Hogan, who put up 21. That's an excellent start for the team who has not had an excellent start to the season. Cobra Kai looked good in the first week or two. He had a really great team when you looked at it at the end of the draft, but what looks good on draft day doesn't always translate to in-season performance. He was also hampered a little bit by this first bye week. I think this will be the week that Potter gets out of that L column and into the W. In a south of the border battle, we've got Punky 11 versus Hawkeyes. Emily Harbachek versus that other Radloff, Mike. Mike's looking pretty good, having gotten 15 points from his kicker on Thursday night, while Emily got 13 points from a running back, which isn't bad, but when you get outscored by a kicker, it's a little scary. This is the closest prediction Yahoo has for the week, predicting 115.87 to 115.47. Unlikely to be that close, but Punky's got Blake Bortles, and he's not playing in England, so I think we can expect garbage time Bortles instead of the soccer all-star from England. And with that being said, I don't think Mike Radloff is going to be getting 3 touchdowns this week from Mercedes Lewis. In this battle of Iowegians, I think it's really going to come down to Leonard Fournette versus Zeke Elliott. I think whichever running back puts on the best performance in their belly shirt is going to get their team the victory. And in our game of the week, I mostly picked this one because they had the same helmets again, purple and yellow. You know that Vikings color I love so much. And because Banana Hammocks is predicted to get the highest score this week, we've got Gurley and the Jets versus the aforementioned Banana Hammocks. And Gurley and the Jets learned a valuable lesson this week, that if you have an injured player, you need to check and see if they are going to play before the start of the game. It's growing pains, a move most of us learned probably the very same hard way at a much younger age. Sarah's in her fantasy football infancy. I really think this was a teachable moment for her. I think she's going to learn and she's going to grow. And in the future, she'll come back better and stronger from this mistake. Banana Hammocks was predicted to beat her by 30 points before that mistake. So I don't know if it's going to make a big difference, but that's why we play the games. I also don't think he was going to get another 23 points from his kicker this week, which might have given Sarah a better chance to win. I'm looking forward to seeing how everyone performs this week, seeing where the standings end up at the end of the week. I'm excited to watch my Minnesota Vikings beat Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears in the bank. One of the greatest things about that game is the fact that it's not a CBS game, and I won't have to listen to Tony Romo ruin the game for me. I'll be able to just thoroughly enjoy the Vikings stomping the Bears and knowing how much it's hurting the Radloffs. Until next week, I'm out.